Hey, Strategic Networkers, it's Ryan Chamberlain, and this week we're going to talk about clarity. 3 questions every strategic networker should ask. You know, clarity is an important deal. In today's lesson, you're going to want to take some notes because let's jump right into it. The first question I have for you that every strategic networker should ask is simply this: where am I going? Now, what do I mean by this? Well, my guess is you're part of an organization that has an inspirational leader behind it, a visionary, someone that obviously thousands of people want to be a part of, want to be near, want to follow, or they wouldn't be showing up to events. They wouldn't stay plugged in. There's someone driving that everybody's proud to talk about. That's your visionary leader. Maybe it's your founder. Maybe it's your upline. Maybe it's someone that's following. And you as strategic networkers, you're becoming that person if you're not already. But the question really is for everyone, for us to realize that although there's thousands of people that follow these dynamic leaders, not everyone is succeeding in their industry. Not everyone's succeeding with their company. Not everyone is strategic. So the question really is here: where am I going? Let me put emphasis on the I, because as much inspiration as we gather from the leaders that we're following, that inspiration is not enough. This is what I've learned through the years, not enough for us to build our business on. We have to figure out where we are going in this. So yes, we want to be attached to an inspirational leader, but to be clarifying, to have clarity in our life, we got to decide where we're going with this. What is our vision? What do we visualize and what do we see clear enough that's going to create that vacuum and that pulling power that we're going to have if we want and when we want to build big organizations? We got to take the time to write this down. And I know we hear this in different formats all over the place, all the way back from Think and Grow Rich, all the way forward, and even further back than that. These are biblical principles that we want to have clarity in our life, and we've got to be clear. Now, we've got to understand why many people don't succeed in this industry. It's because they don't know where they're going. They know where someone else is going. They're willing to follow someone else, but they don't know what's in it for them. And until they've written this down and got clear about why they're doing what they're doing, they're not going to have the pulling power they need. Here's question number 2 that I want to give you today. It's a clarifying question. I believe it's one of the most important questions every strategic networker should ask, and that's this: what distractions are in my life right now that I need and have to eliminate to succeed with this current project that I'm on? See, becoming a strategic networker is intentional. It doesn't happen by accident. If we want to be financially free, if we want to develop a long-term income that's going to generate 5 and 10 and even 20 years or more, we've got to eliminate some distractions that are eating away at our time, because this world is full of them. It's full of distractions, full of things that you're going to look back 10 years from now and say, I can't believe where the time went, because you weren't able to stay laser focused for a relatively short period of time. Just a few years of extreme focus will allow you to set your family free, allow you to buy back the next 20 or 30 years of your life. What do you have to eliminate? What's really killing it? And you may have to take the next week or two and just kind of write down things that feel like they're sucking your time away from you. See, this is all part of getting clarity. We got to get clear about what is causing us not to get clear. What is causing us to get distracted, and let's begin to eliminate those systematically and strategically. The last piece is this: what actions do I need to take and execute extremely well if and when I'm going to succeed with my current opportunity? What are my HLAs? You're going to hear me talk about that in Becoming a Strategic Networker quite a bit. High leveraged activities. This is one of the key elements that Tony Jerry, my partner in this book, has taught me through the years. My coach, someone that's not necessarily a networker, but someone that's a life strategist and a coach to the top performers really in the world, talks about HLAs. And I want to bring that to the networking community. High leverage activities. See, there's 3 or 4 or 5 things, probably not any more than that, that when you execute them well over and over and over again, those 4 or 5 things are what you're going to teach to everyone. They're what you're going to do. There's what's going to cause the duplication. Of course, everything else we talk about may impact the effectiveness of those 4 or 5 things, but there's several things, whether it be contacting and prospecting, whether it be building your list properly, whether it be showing your presentation or following up or launching people. There's 4 or 5 things that when you understand that those are the things I've got to execute, then you want to focus on growing weekly and daily on becoming better at those things. What actions? Write them down. Most networkers never write them down, so they can't get strategic on them. And these are the things, these 3 big questions are big questions that every networker, every strategic networker should ask themselves. So, hey, let's continue to become strategic together. God bless.